We want to find the value v of this Riemann sum. Here it is in summation notation for the function f of x equal x squared minus 4 with partition p equals 0, 2, 5, 6. And the c sub k's are left endpoint. All right, normally when we do this, we choose our delta x to be the same, so evenly spaced intervals, but it doesn't have to be that way. And so here we're supposed to partition it at 0, 2, 5, and 6. So let's go ahead and draw a picture. We're going to make this, we're going to kind of space these out because our x and y scales. We'll have this be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so we're supposed to partition it at 0, 2, 5, and 6. So that's where we're going to look at rectangles, and they are varying widths there. And our function is x squared minus 4, so it's moved down 4, and I'll just put that right here. This will be at negative 4. And let's go ahead at 2. 2 squared is 4 minus 4 is 0, so it crosses here. It's a piece of the parabola. At 6, 6 squared is 36 minus 4 is 32, so up here somewhere on our scale this is 6 and 32. All right, so now let's make rectangles. It says for our rectangles we want to use left endpoints, and our intervals, the first one is from 0 to 2, so the left-hand interval would be where this is at 0. So I'm going to be below the x-axis, and I'm going to make my rectangle. Now the second rectangle will be between 2 and 5, and we need to use the left endpoint. So this one actually won't even exist because its value here is 0 for the c sub k. And then our next one is between 5 and 6. So between 5 and 6, taking the left-hand endpoint, that would be right there. And here would be our skinnier rectangle here. And let's figure out what that value is. If we put 5 in the function, we have 25 minus 4, so this height is 21. So now we want to figure out this sum. We're going to be summing where k goes from 1 to 3 because we have 3 different intervals here. And our function value for the first interval would be the function when we are at 0, which is negative 4, and multiplied by the delta x, which is the width of our interval, and so we're going from 0 to 2, that would be 2, plus the next value is 0, so that would be 0 times the width of the interval, which was 3, plus, and then the third one would be our function value, which was 21 times the width of the interval there, and that width of that interval was a1. So when we sum those up, that one's 0, so we have 21 minus 8, and so that would be 13.